I'm Elangwe Sesse, or Sesse Elangwe, and I'm a Cameroonian painter based in San Antonio, Texas. And I work on figurative paintings with influence from surrealism, cubism, and pop art. There was this program, a program sponsored by Brasseries du Cameroon. I think you should know the brewery company in Cameroon. So it was called Crayon de Gino, where it was a competition where kids will come and compete, and then they'll give them prizes, they'll give them drinks and all that. So that was something that really moved me because I wanted to win the drinks all the time. so, so from there now I'll go and draw and then probably take first and then they'll give me drinks. And as time went on, I discovered myself like continually drawing and then trying to develop my skills. And then I came across this artist in Cameroon, Max Leonga. He was kind of like a mentor. Anytime I lost inspiration, I'll go to his gallery or his studio at the time. And then there's a lot I'll learn. Like it just gives me like the kind of inspiration to go back home and create. Kehinde Wiley, like Kerry James, like a lot of other artists I used to see online because I started off like I wanted to be a hyper realist from the onset. So I was doing a lot of like drawing reality with people and water on their bodies and everything. But at some point I needed to find like an identity and to get like a name. So it has been a gradual process. Like I love experimenting on other things. So it has been a gradual process of me learning and learning and learning till I'm where I am right now. We're going through a lot as Black people. So generally my work is centered around subjectivity, conversations, and enlightenment. So normally we have been subjected to a lot of things as Black people through slavery, through colonialism, through everything that we've been through. And for us to be here right now, to be able to walk a little bit free is due to the hard works of some other people, like the historians and all the writers and all the people from back then who were talking and creating ideas on how to start up like independent struggles, to start up like liberation movement in the United States. So all these were contribution of other people for us to be here right now. So me as a person, I'm just fitting in those shoes to continue the story because it's not over yet. We still have systematic killings in America. We still have corruption a lot back home in Africa. We still have neo-colonialism. All these things, we see them every day. We see have migration crisis and all that. So it's still there. So it's just me telling these stories in my own way, while portraying them through somehow through my art and everything, and then giving the characters some sort of look that draws you closer to know like what they feel, what is really going on. So that's how I struggle to portray everything. Not just the sorrowful part, but sometimes I try to give them the confidence to like, hey, we are Black, yes, but we could strive, we could achieve the same way, and we're on this platform like equally. We could achieve the same way if we just open like our bigger eyes and look at things from a bigger perspective. I've lived it throughout the crisis over, is it 5 years? And it's crazy. There are places you can't even go to. You can't go there. Yeah, coming to that question, I have a whole series on that. Like the body of works I'm going to drop after this solo show will be on that. Like I've lived the experience and I know what's all about, the misery of the people back home and then the silence of the government to talk through this issue, and then the fundamental issue itself, language, which is not even our language. Yeah, so the system, which is not even our system, is a borrowed system from the colonialists, and they were fighting over it, and then are killing each other. So I have a whole body of work on that. So after this solo show, I'm dropping that. Yeah, sure. Like painting is part of my I don't know, part of my blood, or it's like dropped to me, man. when I moved to the United States, I was frustrated because I couldn't paint for 2 weeks. And I was frustrated. I had to use my sister's balcony. Like I messed it up. I started I started painting on our balcony and everything, and it was kind of like relieving me somehow. See, I got a studio here in San Antonio where I continue painting. So I can't do it's something I can't really do without. I have a family, I have a wife and 2 kids here in the United States, and it's not something easy, but I can't stop painting and I can't do any side job apart of painting. I just find myself like even if I'm driving, I always think about a piece and everything, how I'll finish it, how what's next. So it's just part of me. Yeah, yeah. The truth is a traditional foundation on which I build myself in. Because growing up, I could only find paint and brush and paper, sometimes canvas. So that foundation just led me into this traditional form of art. And to me, traditional form is going nowhere. Like traditional form of art is going nowhere. Whether you do digital to what level, whether it's the next universe or the next, it's going nowhere. And I just feel free to like take my brush and mix my paint and then apply on the canvas. It's amazing. Check Anta Diop is actually a writer from Senegal. There's this book he wrote about the civilization of ancient Negro, of ancient Black. Is really inspiring. You should check it out. Check Anta Diop. So it's really inspiring. I've been drawing a lot of inspiration from his thoughts and then the writings there. And then I have some other books like Art Talk. When I was growing up, I used to read Art Talk a lot.
Mm.
Forms and shapes of drawing and all the like, and old paintings, description. So yeah, because like all of the show I'm doing now is on my experiences so far.
Mhm.
Like the show which I'm doing right now is on my experiences so far. Like a lot of things, like when you're back home, there's a way you vision America or you like there are things I've seen in San Antonio that reminds me so much of home, and I didn't imagine that I was gonna see them. Like the houses, the garage, the parks, the old parks where you see old vehicles abandoned. Like just walking through the streets, it reminds me of some streets in Cameroon. So normally I didn't think I was going to see that here.
Mhm.
So basically, it's like just us. The world is just one world, but there are things us in the developing world or less developed countries we don't know about this area, and then they only show us what they want to show us on TV. Like I see people here struggling the way we struggle back home, like really white folks really struggling the way we struggle, and I'm like, if these people are doing, if these people are struggling, then it's just left for us as Africans or Black people to like develop our mentality. Like we're going to do a lot of great things if we develop our mentality. Like we're on the same platform. Where my studio is at, the environment and everything, it reminds me so much about. It's like I'm in Boya. At times when I go out with my friend, because I have a friend here, when I go out, I'm scared to even dance or feel free. It's kind of different. I'm
Uh-huh.
just scared like maybe someone will pop out the gun so I'm scared. There are a lot of things I don't feel free doing. That tension, I don't know, for some reason, anywhere I find myself, that's what I'm saying. The whole of this series has been about that. Like anywhere I find myself, I just feel like I'm not too comfortable with with the history, with the things I've learned and everything. But with time, Sesse is coming.